We see many countries changing currencies. This is not coincidence. We are definitely here. I expect the ZIM and dinar to hit next week. They ought to. Next week on the dinar and later in the week for Zimbabwe. Maybe too? The new dinar exchange rate, will be well known. It will not be hidden at all. The moment it is released, boom. Where will you know it instantly that it's released? Forex? No, Iraqi American talks on the exchange rate of the dinar against the dollar. Some of you have said that Parliament has nothing to do with this, the budget. It actually does because they unconstitutionally approved the budget and the budget's approval has everything to do with it. That's the piece to the puzzle that is not understood. Article: Parliamentary law challenges the 2024 budget tables. Parliament can only review and approve laws. It was Parliament that did these amendments, making their steps or actions of approving the budget unconstitutional. The courts possibly next week around Wednesday, Thursday declaring the budget itself as unconstitutional and overturning its approval. When you invest your dinar profits, more than likely your financial advisor is going to recommend business ventures that will create a cash flow to uphold your lifestyle. If it takes a moment or two to generate income from your investments, keep working people until it happens. You don't want to live off of your initial investments. Oh, this is big news right here. Look at this. Article: Iraq's non-oil revenues reach 11% for the first time. Been talking about this for the longest time. This has got to increase. It's usually around 4%. Yeah. PP dance. Finally, we're starting to see some movement. If the citizens are asking questions about the monetary reform and they're answering their questions, should not the evidence of those answers be given to them soon, rather quickly? You may think this was a random act, announcing to the Iraqi citizens, you have a new currency coming. I think it was clever. For the first time, the Iraqi state's non-oil revenues record an increase of 11%. Quote, For the first time, the non-oil revenues of the Iraqi state recorded 11% of the total revenues, with oil revenues falling below the 90% barrier. The 2023-24 budget has been approved and voted on and even in the Gazette as of till June 2023. It allows the government to make amendments to things. Is this constitutional thing? I don't think so. I think they're minor amendments. It has nothing to do with being constitutionally outside of the bloc. Aki wanted to report there is a big run on the banks of Iraq right now by the Iraqi citizens. They're pouring into the banks. It's not happening in Aki's bank, which is in Michigan, it's happening over in Iraq. What's going on is last Tuesday, they announced to the Iraqi citizens, you have a new currency coming. So all of a sudden people started pouring in the following day on Wednesday and Thursday. We are giving you a new currency, is what triggered this. Do you think the HCL on the 14th? I can't pick a date of anything, but I can tell you this much, in my heart, quickly, now, this month. The HCL requires a new exchange rate. After the 14th, I think a lot of windows are going to be opened up. I absolutely believe they have the rate. I don't think Iraq is stalling. I think they are waiting for the go signal. Email came out to the Redemption Center leaders, describing the fact that we'd be notified either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. I'm excited about this weekend. On Saturday, the Chinese CETC Group companies, specialized in energy, construction technology and infrastructure, expressed their desire to participate in the infrastructure sector and economic projects in Iraq. This came during a visit by a delegation from the group to Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani. Al-Sudani pointed out, according to a statement from his office received by Shafaq news agency, to the economic approach adopted by the government in opening up to productive partnerships and developing the investment environment in Iraq, in a way that suits international companies, attracts investments, enhances partnership with the Iraqi private sector, and provides supportive sovereign guarantees. For its part, the Chinese group delegation expressed its desire to participate in the infrastructure sector in Iraq, and to contribute to development and economic projects, in a way that expands the scope of cooperation with the Iraqi private and public sectors, and within various economic and investment fields. A report by the American Clearance Jobs website, which specializes in military affairs, revealed on Saturday that the American company Northrop Grumman, which specializes in aircraft manufacturing, obtained an additional amendment to its contract with Iraq worth $11 million. The report, which was translated by Al-Maluma Agency, stated that the contract previously awarded to the American company is allocated to provide logistical support for Iraq's fleets of C-172 and C-208 aircraft, which raises the total and cumulative value of the contract from $46 million to more than $57 million.